Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome along to another live edition of Tom Plays Games right here on the Tom Plays Games YouTube channel. It's Wednesday, it's the 23rd of December 2020, and it's just gone 5:15 here in the UK today, and we are beginning a brand new series on the channel today. Oh, I'm excited for this one. I am super excited. I've been having a little practice, but not too much, because I didn't want to spoil it too much for me. But I've been having a little play around with this over the last kind of week or so, and really wanted to kind of play it in front of you guys. I don't know why, because when I do these kind of like puzzle games, these kind of strategy games, I always just seem to come off as a bit of an idiot that doesn't really know how to do anything. So we'll see. Today we are starting a brand new series, as you can see, playing the game Zoombinis, which I've got a real affection for. I remember playing this when I grew up. I think it was released, I think, I've got the box in front of me. It was released in 1996 originally as the logical journey of the Zoombinis. And then it's had a bit of a facelift in recent years. I think in 2015, it got a bit of a graphical overhaul and it was dragged kicking and screaming into the 21st century with a bit of a remake. And it's going to be that remake that we play. Basically, purely because while I've got the original here, and here it is in its CD-ROM case, well, I've got the original and it's a CD game. And it claims to work on Windows and Macintosh, which I've got both of, although I think this version of Macintosh is long gone now. You know what? As much as these games are great to play in a classical sense, sometimes you just want to play something that's reliable and looks quite nice as well, actually. They've done a really good job of the remake of this. So this is the remake just entitled Zoombinis. And it came out in 2015. It's actually really readily available as well. You can get this on the App Store on iOS and iPad devices. I believe it's on Android as well, but it's also on Steam and on the Mac App Store as well. And the great thing about it is it's generally pretty cheap. I think it's about £5 when I last checked. I've got it on the iPad, which is all well and good. However, something like this, where I'm pointing at things and kind of referring to things, I thought I want to play this on the desktop. So I've got the desktop version that we're playing today, but it's available on everything, virtually at the moment. Well, no, not everything. It's not available on console, but who knows? Stranger things have happened. So we're going to get stuck into this in just a second. Yeah, okay, so I was 7 years old when this first came out, and I'm going to admit now that I probably struggled on some of the later levels back then, so I'm quite looking forward to getting back into it now as a 31-year-old to see if I'm any better at them. But I still think it holds up. I don't think it's a kid's game. It's an educational game, but I think anybody can do an educational game, can't they? Anybody can play an educational game if you're just willing to learn. So that's what I'm here to do. It's all kind of maths, logic skills, and kind of... Oh, I don't know. You'll see as we get into it. We'll get into it in just a second. So if you're watching live today, you can get involved in the stream by chatting along on YouTube. Just click on the live chat button and type your message and say hello. It'd be lovely to hear from people that are watching tonight, that are watching live. If I end up scratching my head and don't understand something, feel free to throw in your 2 pence and let me know what you think. I'll take all feedback from anybody watching as to how to solve these puzzles. Absolutely. So yeah, get involved on the live chat. Absolutely. If you enjoy the episode, make sure you tap that thumbs up and give the episode a like. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. I do loads of different games pretty much every day, 5:15, Monday to Friday. Different game every day, ranging from classic kind of Nintendo stuff on the Super Nintendo right up until the Nintendo Switch, and various other PC stuff too. And this is another new strand, isn't it, really? So let's get into it. I'm excited. I'm super excited. I genuinely am. I am excited to do this out. Yeah. Let's get into it then. Right, this is what the game looks like. And as I say, they've done such a great job of this remake in terms of the art style and kind of bringing it up to date. If you've ever played the original version of this game, it's really cute, but it does look a little fuzzy around the edges compared to kind of some of the games that we play these days. So the new art style is fantastic. If you do want to watch some previous footage of what it looked like in 1996, go and do that at some point. Because it really does, it treats it well, this new style. I like it. So choose a game. I've already made a save file here. Suitably called Tom Plays Games. So we'll get into that in just a second. But I thought, why don't we find out what the whole point of this game is? There's a bit of a storyline behind it. And rather than me trying to explain it, I thought I would let the narrator explain it. So hopefully when I click this, we'll cut live to the narrator.
Not too long ago, Zoombinis enjoyed the good life. Though they all looked slightly different, different eyes, noses, hair, feet, such differences meant nothing to the Zoombinis. And so they lived happily on Zoombini Isle, making small, useful products which were prized the world over. The Zoombinis had a sense of fulfillment and inner peace, not to mention healthy bank accounts. Then one day, who should show up but the bloats? The bloats offered to help the Zoombinis grow their businesses, expand their trade routes, and improve their quality of life. Being trusting sorts, the Zoombinis agreed. But before long, the bloats had taken over everything, stealing profits, canceling holidays, piling on work. The Zoombinis were getting pretty stressed out. Well, you can push them only so far before they take matters into their own hands, so to speak. So they decided to escape and build a new home in a distant land.
Oh, so there we go. We have properly set the scene now for the game. So the Zoombinis live on Zoombini Isle, which is this little piece of land here in the bottom left-hand corner of the map. And as you can see, there are now currently 400 inhabitants of Zoombini Isle, and our job is to rescue them all. We've got to get them off the Zoombini Isle where they've been imprisoned by the bloats, is it? I think. So we're going to get them across this landmass to a new town. We're going to found a new town. We're going to move 400 Zoombinis across there. There's going to be a series of challenges, puzzles along the way. We might lose some Zoombinis along the way, but we'll always come back for them later on. So this is what we're going to do. So let's head to Zoombini Isle and pick our first batch of 16 Zoombinis. So, as it said in the cutscene, opening cutscene, each Zoombini looks similar, but has some different attributes. So, they all have a blue body, a round blue body, but then they all have different hairstyles. So you've got this like messy hair, you've got this hair in a pigtail. You've got this little sprout of hair, you've got this like flat top wedge, and you've got this kind of... I was going to say girl's hair with a hat. I don't know what other way to describe it. So yeah, you've got all different hairstyles, and then you've got loads of different eye styles. We've got loads of different coloured noses, and then loads of different kinds of feet. So some Zoombinis have these like little wheeled feet. Some have a propeller as feet, some have a spring, some have some pink shoes, and some have roller skates. And obviously you have these little combinations, and then they have a name as well. So this happens to be Drew. Weirdly. So every kind of Zoombini is unique, pretty much, although I think they have two of each. So whilst Drew is this one, I think there'll also be another Zoombini that looks pretty much like that, but I'm not going to pick that one because I want to keep them all separate. So we've got to rescue each Zoombini. I'm just going to hit this random button, and that's just going to generate us a team of 16 random Zoombinis. And as you can see, they've all got varying kind of different features. We've got quite a few that have got these little green hats, a lot with the little sleepy eyes. And these features are going to be really key in as we play the game, because they're going to help us solve the puzzles and the various different challenges that are coming ahead. So I think this is our first batch of 16 that we're going to take, ready to board this rather primitive looking boat. and we're going to head for the mainland. So let's go. Here we go. Oh, hyped, hyped, hyped. So our first set of puzzles.
After days tossed about by a stormy sea, the Zoombinis reach the shore of a peculiar land.
So our first set of puzzles begins here. This set of puzzles is called The Big, the Bad and the Hungry. And pretty much this is the big bit, because these are the allergic cliffs. So as you can see, we've got two bridges here that separate the two land masses, and we've got to find a way of getting all the Zoombinis from one side to the other. They've just got to cross the bridge, basically, and we've got to decide whether they take the top bridge or the bottom bridge. You might think that sounds really simple, Tom. Just whack them all on a bridge and they'll just walk across. Yes, however, as the name suggests, these allergic cliffs are allergic to certain features of the Zoombinis. So, for example, perhaps if we were to send this Zoombini across the bottom bridge, maybe this bottom cliff that we can see here might be allergic to ponytails. I know, it's a weird world we live in, but people are allergic to ponytails. So if that was the case, it would huff, puff and sneeze, and she'd get thrown back onto this side of the landmass, and one of these pegs would get released. Now you can see what's going to happen. If all 6 pegs go, the bridges are going to collapse, and we won't be able to take any more Zoombinis forward, and we will only be able to take the number of Zoombinis that we've managed to successfully get to this side of the land to the next challenge. So we've got to be careful about this. We can't just go all gung-ho and guns blazing like I do in like Pikmin or something like that. We've got to think. Think, Tom, for once in your life, think. The thing is with this game is there's varying levels of difficulty, and obviously this is the first challenge of the first level. This is actually in easy mode, and I think I'm going to play all the challenges in easy mode just to get me started, and then we'll ramp the difficulty up just so that we get used to it. So I think in the easy mode, we're forgiven for varying degrees of kind of error. There's a lot of errors that it will allow. So we need to find out what they're allergic to, really, don't we? So I think we'll just send something over and see if they sneeze. So why not choose Jack Needy here? Is this cliff allergic? No! Success! So we know that this cliff is not allergic to any of the features of this Zoombini, whether it's the ponytail, the sleepy eyes, the red nose, or the spring. So why don't we try somebody who's got some of those features as well. Let's try this one. So the ponytail is common here. Uh-oh. Okay, so the bottom cliff is allergic to something to do with this Zoombini that wasn't present on this Zoombini. So it's not the hair, because the hair was okay. It's got to be either the eyes, the nose, or the shoes. So if a Zoombini is rejected on the bottom, we just take them on the top. So, success. So whatever this cliff is allergic to, the other one isn't, basically. So, it's either eyes... So it's not hair. This is where the thinking starts. So, oh, this would be a good experiment, actually. I'm going to send this one across the top, because this Zoombini, Kofritu... the names at the bottom, is pretty much identical to the one that we've just sent across, bar from the nose. So let's try that. Okay, that's a pass. I'm going to send this one, Isafu, who again has the same hair and the same feet. Uh-oh, no. Okay, something about that Zoombini top cliff doesn't like. So I think this is going to be judged on either eyes or noses now. I think there's only going to be one thing that they're allergic to. It's either going to be eyes or noses. So if they didn't accept it on the top, let's send her on the bottom. Whew. Okay. I love the little cheers that they give. Eyes or nose? So it could be that it's yellow and pink noses across the top. Why don't we try Let's try this one. This will be interesting, actually, because this one's got the same eyes as the first one that we sent across on the bottom, but she's got a pink nose. Ah! The eyes have it. It's the eyes. It's got to be the eyes. So it's got to be the sleepy eyes have got to go across the bottom. So why don't we try and send all the other sleepy-eyed ones across? Yep. And that one too. This one's got sleepy eyes. Oh, it's definitely the eyes. Definitely the eyes. So we've also had the red-rimmed glasses. So let's send him across with those. This one, Ohoki. I love the names. Ohoki has made it safely to the other side. I'm going to put this guy up the top because he's got the little dots for eyes. And now we're a bit into the great unknown because we don't know what sunglasses or single Cyclops eyes do we? So let's just give it a try. Let's just try this on here. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I reckon single eyes are at the bottom. Oh, look at this. We've easily done this. We've still got 3 more attempts at this if we needed them. I think we do. So we just got the one guy with shades. Let's put him on the bottom. Why not? Rah! Results! Success!
Did it! You saved them all!
All 16 Zoombinis across the other side, and they will go along with us to our next challenge in this series. So let's move on to that.
These stone guards have their rules, so do proceed with skill. Zoombini's one guard won't allow, the other guard surely will.
Okay.
Here we go again.
Strange looking bunch.
So, this is a bit of an evolution. This is the, these are called the Stone Cold Caves. This is a bit of an evolution of that last level that we've done. Whereas before we only had 2 things to go on, either the top route or the bottom route, we've now got 4 different routes to go. So we've got to get these through the caves. They've either got to go through the top left, top right, bottom left, or bottom right of the caves. And you can see that the path to each are guarded by these stone monsters. So there's the I assume she is a lady stone on the top, who guards the top caves up here. And this guy guards the bottom caves. And then this one guards both routes to the left, and this one guards both routes to the right. So we've got to get past these green ones first, and then past the grey ones. And I'm just, I've got like a little wiki guide here, because I'm not too sure about the different rules for this, because the game isn't very good at giving us rules. It just kind of like puts a little question mark here. And it says that these stone guards have their rules, so do proceed with skill. Zoombini's one guard won't allow, the other guards surely will. Which doesn't really tell us much, does it? But as it says here, don't worry, you have all the information you need to complete this challenge and get all the Zoombinis through. Take your time, look for patterns, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. If a few of our little Zoombini friends are left behind, they'll be waiting at Zoombini Isle to try again. So yeah, if we ever lose any Zoombinis or forget them or move on before we've had a chance to rescue them all, they all just end up being at the last checkpoint, which in this case is the beginning. The little guide that I've got here says that the cave guardians have a reaction to certain Zoombinis, just like the cliffs in the level before. What one guardian likes, the opposite guardian does not. So, for example, if the left guardian accepts spring feet, the right guardian will reject this. And the same goes for the upper and lower guardians. So you've got to make sure that you pass both. Okay, well, let's just try some out. I think we get quite a large margin of error here. I think we can get many a chance at repeating this. It might be a good one to start with these two that look pretty similar again.
Sorry.
Good start. Okay, so she got rejected by that one. So that means that she's got to go on one of these paths on the right, because either one of these she's going to get rejected by the green guardian every time. So let's try this one. Okay, success. She was accepted by both this green one and this grey one. Let's try her more or less twin. Okay, that's okay then. So I can't tell whether this is noses, eyes, hair or feet at the moment that's the differentiator. Let's try somebody that had some pretty similar attributes, like this one.
You'll do.
Enjoy yourself.
Okay, it might be on hair. Let's try this hair again. Yeah. Yeah, she's quite accepting of that. And then let's try this one.
Step right up.
Oh, we've got a right mix of people here, haven't we? Loads of different. They've all got the same hairstyle, but otherwise their attributes are pretty much different. We've run out of those though now. We've got ponytails, so let's try the one with a little sprig of hair this way.
Bye-bye.
Okay, he didn't like that one. Let's try him this way. Okay. That's more success. So we'll try the one that looks like him. Yeah. Again, there was only 2 different attributes there. So I'm thinking it's going to be on hair. I'm just going to send all the ones with the little single sprigs of hair up this way. Yes. Now let's try the ones with the green hats. Let's try these this way.
Welcome.
Okay.
This guy doesn't seem too picky, does he? He's letting everything through. Green hats.
Welcome.
Green hats.
Okay, by
Don't
me.
be shy.
So we just got the messy-haired one and the wedged-haired one. We've only got one of these each, so this could be a bit of a gamble. No. I'm gonna send him this way.
Okay, by me.
You got them all through. Good for you.
Result, okay. So this guy at the bottom really wasn't fussed about any of them, was he? He let them all through. It was just these guys that were a bit picky about the hairstyles, but and we never even tried getting them up here, so never mind. Anyway, 16 Zoombinis successfully through this level.
Good of you to drop in.
So let's move onwards.
So our brave travelers continue on through this dusty wasteland until they meet Arno, the almost omnivorous, one very hungry pizza troll.
Fleens? You're not fleens. Huh. Whatever you are, make me a pizza.
This is one of my favourite levels now. This is the Pizza Pass. So this is the third and final puzzle in this particular series until we get to the checkpoint. So, as you can see, we've got this pizza troll here, which is Arno, and he wants a pizza. Luckily, he seems to live right next door to this pizza machine, which makes pizza, as you'd expect. It makes plain pizza, it makes pineapple pizza, it makes pepper pizza, pepperoni, mushroom, or cheese pizza, or it makes a combo of all of the above. We can have them with everything if we want, or just a few of them. And basically, we've got to make Arno the pizza of his dreams. So some toppings he'll absolutely love, and he wants them on his pizza. Some he'll absolutely hate. So we've got to use, I don't know what the skill is, a bit of kind of deduction to figure out which pizza toppings he hates and which toppings he likes. Now this admittedly is really easy on easy mode, because all I've got to do, I think, is pretty much try every topping and wait for him to declare his love or hate for them, and then we just can make a big pizza at the end. I think we get a good few attempts here before he kind of kicks us out. You can see it's going to be up to this particular Zoombini to deliver the pizza, and if he gets really cross with them, he will just like throw them away and throw them back to Zoombini Isle. So let's just give it a go. Let's just try his pineapple pizza. Anyone? A very controversial topic, I know.
More.
Okay, so he likes pineapple. but he wants more toppings on there. So he's put that in his liked area. So he puts all the pizzas that he likes up here, and any pizza toppings, any pizzas that have toppings that he hates, he throws in this area down here. So he likes pizza, pineapple. Of course he likes pizza. Who doesn't? He likes pineapple. Why don't we try putting some chili peppers on as well? Really odd combination that. Let's see what he says about that.
Come on! More stuff!
Oh, no, he likes them as well. Oh! Very good. Right, hang on then. So, pineapple, peppers, pepperoni. What a combo that is. Does he like pepperoni?
More toppings!
Ah! He does! Okay, so all of the above with mushrooms. There's only two other pizzas that we can make here, aren't there? There's either a cheese pizza, a mushroom pizza, or both. So after this, only two more. So this will tell us.
Thank you, thank
That's it. That's his pizza of dreams. Goodness, what an odd pizza. Pineapple, chili peppers, pepperoni, and mushrooms. And
Well done, O wise and trusted guide.
thank you. He's guzzled that down with one giant gulp, hasn't he? Which means we win! All 16 Zoombinis have made it through the first set of challenges. So we can zoom on now to the checkpoint. Ah. Off they go. So the checkpoint is this campfire, which is a little camping area where the Zoombinis can chill out and rest up.
Hold on. What's this? A campsite with hot soup all ready to eat? Looks like a fine place for Zoombinis to relax. But when they're ready to move on, they'll need a group of 16 along the path.
Yeah, so you can see here we've got like this big kind of, for want of a better phrase, a storage unit where we can put Zoombinis in, and they can kind of live in here, and there's room for loads of Zoombinis in here. And then, as the narrator says, we need 16 Zoombinis to get together to take on one of the next paths. So it actually forks here. We've got a choice of taking the top route or the bottom route. And they've both got differing sets of challenges on. So, I don't know. Should we go top route, I think? Trying to think what's on which. Let's go top route, yeah. Evening, James. Sorry, I've just realised you were in the chat. Yeah, James was 9 when this came out. I was chatting to James about this earlier on in the week.
Something in common with their neighbor to sit on Captain Cajun's ferry.
Okay, this is Captain Cajun's ferry boat. This is where we're heading. For our 4th challenge.
Welcome to the boat. Now hurry yourselves up and find your seat.
Oh, this just takes me back to my childhood, this whole game. Of all these, like, simple point-and-click games that you used to play when you were, like James was 9 years old, or I was 7. The narrator kind of alluded to this, but we've got to get all the Zoombinis on this ferry boat, on these little log stools, and they've got to sit next to somebody. This is bizarre. Imagine if this happened in real life. Yes, you can board the ferry, but you've got to make sure you're sat next to somebody that has either the same hairstyle, eye colour, nose, or feet as you. Imagine if that happened in real life. That's bizarre. And I don't really understand why we've got to do this. Why doesn't he just let them all on the ferry? Yeah, this is what we've got to do. So, again, we're in easy mode. So this is pretty simple right now, because we can just kind of cheese this by putting them all together.
If you want to, I don't really care.
Well, you do care. We've got to put them all together by, like, hairstyle. So let's just put all the ponytails together.
There you go, you got
That's the last ponytail. So now we've got to make sure the next person has something in common with the ponytailed girl. So let's go for this guy with the spring for feet, which is highly impractical, isn't it? Imagine you've got to get up in the middle of the night for a drink and you just hear this boing everywhere. Well, now we've got him there, we can put all of the, we can match hairstyles again, can't we? So all these ones with the little sprig of hair.
There you go, you got it.
Now we've got to match up with this guy who's got red-rimmed glasses like this Ohoki has. So again, let's put all the green hatted ones together. I spy a slight issue coming up. We'll have to correct this somehow. Next to that then, we can put him there because he's got sleepy eyes. But this guy can't go there. Because he has got nothing in common with this Zoombini. So we just need to we need to shuffle these around a bit now, don't we? Where could he go? Where could we swap him for? Or I'll tell you what, why don't we move if we move all of these ones up there. Oh, I well ballsed this up already, haven't I? How can I balls this up? It's so soon. Such an early stage.
Ah, sure.
Cheers, Captain Cajun. Yellow nose. So he would go there for yellow nose, but he's got nothing in common with this one. So let's move him around. I tell you what, hang on, let's put all these back a bit. Right, she can go there because they've got ponytails, and right, he can go there. Yellow noses, sorted. However, now I can't fit these on. Why don't we put sleepy eyes? Yeah, sleepy eyes. But then we need red noses. That's not going to work, is it? Oh, oh, I've got it. Take her off there. Let's put her there. She's got pink nose in common with him, and she's got ponytail in common with her.
There you go, you got it.
Thank you. And then here, these have all got sleepy eyes. Boom. I think that's it. I think we can go. Can we go? Do I just press green? Yes, that's it. Simple.
Color, flower, and lily pad shape too may be the keys that get them through.
Okay. This is our next level then. This is called Titanic Tattooed Toads. We have got... the Zoombinis are tiny actually on the screen. They're up here, aren't they? And we've got these... I guess that's why these are Titanic toads, because they're ginormous. The toads are going to help us cross over the river, over the lily pads. We're going to decide on a toad to pop on a lily pad down this left-hand side. And a Zoombini will jump on the back of said toad, and then the toad will follow a pattern to the other side. It can either be done based on the colour of the shape, so for example like all the yellow shapes here, or it could be the blue, the dark blue shapes, or the red or the pink, etc. Or it could be the symbol, so like we've got this like kind of weird diamond shape, which seems to carry on pretty much, yeah, all the way to one side to the other. Or it could be the shape of the lily pad. Ooh, I can't see any now. This like three-tiered lily pad goes all the way here, all the way here, all the way here. Yeah, they all work. So again, we're in easy mode, so this level is particularly easy. It gets a bit trickier as time goes on. Each toad is allowed to do 2 passes before they disappear. So essentially, if we find a legitimate route, we can use it twice to get 2 Zoombinis across. So we only need to use 8 toads, in theory. So I think, first up, let's go with this one. So this one has a little yellow crest on him, which means he travels across yellow lily pads. So let's pop him here. Load him up with a Zoombini. And off he goes. And they just kind of go of their own accord. We just let them go. What was the other one? The 3 spoked lily pad, which I think was that here? Goes all the way up. Because some will have dead ends. We need to make sure we don't get a dead end. Here. There we go. You can go on there. We might as well send the yellow one over again. Yeah, there we go. I think if they bump into each other, they just return back, and then they'll come back again eventually. Just get lots of boing noises. Oh, you see, he's crashed into that one, so he's just going to come back, and he'll go back again. It's fine. Just leave him be. And then the threed one, so he can go again. Where was that? Here. Yes. This one's well and truly lost. Oops. Okay. Any other patterns? I think there might be a red one here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's easy. Granted, I admit this is pretty much child's play. Is this level, isn't it? It's matching shapes and colours. What else have we got? Dark blue. That's got a route, I think, across the top. So let's set one up on there. I don't think there's a successful route for the light blue anywhere, because we'd have to start him on here, and there's obviously nowhere for him to go. Same goes for pink, so we can discount those toads straight away. Red again, let's send another one on red. We don't need too many actually, do we? Because once these have done their second trips, we'll only have a handful left. I think this diamond symbol might be a good shout here, maybe. Yeah, on the top. So let's go diamond on that one. Dark blue's come back again, so we can send dark blue across there again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Zoombinis left on this side, so we've still got to find another couple of patterns, I think. I'm not seeing any more symbol patterns, actually, apart from that diamond one, because these are all dead ends, aren't they? The crosses don't go anywhere, they kind of get stuck here. The flowers, they get stuck there. Okay, so it's going to be on the shape of the lily pads. So we've got either this kind of like this 2-part lily pad, the 4-part lily pad, or what I would call a traditional lily pad with a little one little nick in it. So 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. I think this is going to be it. We found a Desmond. It's a Desmond lily pad. Where was that originating from? Oh, hang on. Here. There. That one. I'm gonna put my finger on it while I go and grab the toad. There we go. Let's get that one over. What else? Must be on the shapes then. So 4, 4. It must be the 4 here. Look. 4. I'm going to put my finger on that again. If I end up in a really awkward position. There, right. Across, down, across, up, across. Yeah, that's definitely one as well. Get 4 on that. Where did the 2 start from? Where did 2 start from? Was it here? Yeah, I think it was here, wasn't it? And then went all the way over here. Right, 2 there. Possibly. Okay, I think we need to find one more pattern now. This 4 guy can go back again. Was he was here, wasn't he? On this pink one. Because once they're on the lily pads, you can't take them off. So if they end up on a dead end, you're screwed. You can't get out of it. So I think it's going to be this single lily pad. And I think... Oh, yeah, it's here, isn't it? Right near the bottom. Up. Across. Yes. So 2 runs of this, what I would call a single traditional lily pad, I guess, will take us across there. Lovely stuff. Now we just gotta wait. Just, there we go. And then he comes back. I don't know why they only take 2 routes. Why can't they go again? What you know, what would stop? What would harm them in doing a 3rd route? That would make everything a lot easier. Once we've got this guy over, though, we are high and dry, and we can move on with all 16 Zoombinis again, which is good. Come on, one more jump. Result. Right, let's move on to our next challenge, the 3rd challenge in this series. 6th one of the episode.
Zoombinis will get a rise out of these stone hexes if they can make the right connections.
So this one is called Stone Rise. And this is pretty similar, actually, to the ferry one. It's all about features in common with each other. So we've got these hexagons that have got like the blue outline where we've got to place the Zoombinis on, and they've got to make sure that they are linked to a Zoombini with the feature that is in common with the hexagon in between them. So for example, if I was to put her on there, I would be able to put him on there because they share feet. They have their feet in common with each other. So that might be a good place to start, I guess. There might be a bit of chopping and changing. Pretty much we're just looking for pairs here, aren't we? So this is the symbol for hair. So it doesn't have to be that shaggy hair. It can just be like these ladies with green hats. There must be a shop that sells these green hats on Zoombini Isle, because everyone's got one. Let's do that again here. Why not? And for this one, why don't we go for ponytails? Okie doke. So we've got to match 3 pairs of eyes and 1 pair of nose. So I'll start with these guys, maybe. They've both got eyes in common with each other, and this guy has got an eye in common with him. In fact, they're pretty identical apart from the feet anyway. Nose now. These guys with the pink nose, they're in common, which just leaves us with this, which doesn't work, does it? Because this is about eyes. So we're going to have a bit of a rethink here and a bit of a shuffle. Because these eyes don't match. So who can we move here that's got matching eyes to these? None of them, I think. Oh, well, this, if we take this lady off, they've both got matching eyes, but now we haven't got matching feet, have we? So let's take him off there. Oh, and these are the guys with the odd hairstyles as well, aren't they? Damn it. Let's put him there because they've got matching eyes. They've still not got matching feet though. Let's take him off. He can go here with the wedged haired guy. They've got matching feet, but now we don't have matching eyes. Some matching eyes. Matching eyes. We've already done matching eyes here, haven't we? They are matching eyes, but we need them to be. Oh, I tell you what. Let's have a rethink. Let's have a rethink of this section here. Let's put. Why don't we put him and him together? I'm assuming they're gentlefolk Zoombinis. I don't know. And then we've got no matching feet. Oh, god damn it. Oh, hang on a minute. Take her off there. And swap her for that one. Then, oh, that still doesn't work. No, because they've got matching feet, but these guys haven't got matching eyes. Oh man. Why do we use sleepy eyes? Oh, that's it. Yeah, there. Take her off there. Put her with that one because they've got matching hair, and these have got sleepy eyes together. Oh. This is on easy as well. The puzzles get harder when we go into hard mode. But there we go. The stones have risen, and the Zoombinis are able to move to the next campfire. So we get another safe zone now, where we're able to stop and pause and regroup with another mob of 16 Zoombinis.
Amazing indeed! Another relaxing campsite ready and waiting for Zoombinis. And they'll need their rest. The darkest, most dangerous part of the journey is yet to come.
Oh. Why do we do this? Let's do this. Let's go and do the other route. We've still got 16 Zoombinis. That's what we need to advance. Let's go to the last leg before we make our arrival at our destination.
Throughout these gloomy mountains, strange carvings left by ancient peoples are everywhere.
So this set of challenges is called the Mountains of Despair, and we are starting in the Lion's Lair. As you can tell from the large stone lion. I've just seen, actually, I found the official, these are the official names for the different hairstyles. So we've got Ponytail, which we've been calling Ponytail, I think. This is Bob Hair. So it doesn't reference the hat whatsoever. Then we've got Shaggy, which I think I called Shaggy or Messy. Then we've got Flat Top, who's this guy, and Tuft. Oh, I'll see if I can remember those names, and I'll use those names when I refer to the hairstyles. Okay, right, this in easy mode, this is actually incredibly easy. We can see here we've got this like little path of 16 stones. We just got to pop these Zoombinis on this path. Once we've got all 16 on there, the lion shall raise his paw and will allow us to pass. And it's really easy in easy mode because we've just got to put them in the order as displayed on this carving. And it looks like the lion today is interested in colours of nose. So we just got to make sure that we put all the pink-nosed Zoombinis at the front of the queue, and then all the blue ones, all the green ones, all the red ones, and the yellow ones. So that's really easy. This one, so it doesn't matter which order we put them in, just got to make sure we get all the pink ones at the beginning. Who's he? Oh, he's got red. He was hiding behind that pillar. That's a pink one. I think that's all the pink ones, isn't it? So now all the blue Zoombinis fall in after that, which we've got now all the green ones, of which there is only the one. She's the exclusive green Zoombini, green-nosed Zoombini on this run. Then we've got red, 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 and then all 4 yellow. Oh, 5 yellow even. I can't count. I think that's what this game's about, isn't it? It's about learning these things. All the yellow ones there.
Good job.
Fantastic. Right, we can move on already. I wouldn't trust that line. It looks like it just crushes.
Use the crystal filters to change the Zoombini's reflection. It will give them crystal slamming protection.
So the second puzzle in this set of challenges is called the Mirror Machine. And in easy mode, which is what this is, it's particularly easy. We've just got to match our Zoombinis on the left here to one of these portraits on the right, and pair them and then hit this switch. So it's just the case of spotting the Zoombini. Where should we go? Oh, I've spotted that one. That one matches that. Yep, shoes, nose, eyes, hair, and by hitting that, it'll shine the light through. it's a match and the crystal rises up. If it's not a match, the crystal doesn't rise up, and the Zoombini will slam into the crystal and fall to their doom. They'll end up going back to that treehouse that we were at a minute ago. But anyway, okay. So another set of portraits here. Any of these look familiar? Him? No. Oh, her with the spring. I think. Yep. It's a match. Little Miss Ponytail. I think that, yeah, do these get refreshed every time? Well, there's something been refreshed this time. He's a match. Mr. Spring. With his tuft. Okay, next one to go across, I think, is going to be this one. With that one. I don't want to get too cocky here, because if I'm not too careful, I might make a mistake. And I would hate to lose a Zoombini, because we've done such a perfect run so far. Who've we got? Oh, that one. Ponytail with the roller skates. And the blue nose. Absolutely. Next, I think, is going to be... Oh, yes. Flat top. With the propeller for feet. Then we've got some new ones. It's him with the tuft and the pink shoes. And then I've just spotted our next one. It's going to be tired eyes with the bob hair, as we're now calling it. I prefer green hat. Green hat is a bit more natural to me, I think. Next. That one. Oh, this just takes me so back. This just takes me back like 20 odd years. I'm a 31-year-old man now. And I'm playing a game that is like designed for like 7-year-olds. Well, I was 7 when I first played it. I'm still having so much fun. Next. It's not any of these ones. Is it this one? Oh yeah, that one. With the bob. Pop her down there. Yep. It's a match. Who's new? Oh, that one. Red nose and roller skates. Okay, just 5 left to get over. This one. Ponytail, yellow nose, and pink shoes. That one. Propeller for feet with the bob hair. Then we've got tuft hair, spring, feet, red glasses. We're close now. That guy, the what do we call him? Shaggy hair. Makes sense. And already I've spotted the last one. It's this one up here. That's another 16 Zoombinis safely through the challenge. It is easy mode after all. Brill, okay, onwards to the final challenge before we hit our destination.
Search first for traps. So easy to miss. To get Zoombinis across Bubble Wonder Abyss.
Oh, they love a good bit of poetry in this game, don't they? So the last level in this Mountains of Despair section is the Bubble Wonder Abyss. Now this is the one where you can make foolish mistakes and really kick yourself for it as well. So you'll see all the Zoombinis are on this little island in the bottom left hand corner of the screen. We've got to get them to this island in the top right up here. And we'll do that by placing them on one of these two buttons. They'll get popped into a bubble, and the bubble will travel across this grid. And depending on various arrows, it'll take a different path. Some arrows are just pretty self-explanatory. You just go that direction when you land on that arrow. Some arrows, though, only apply to certain Zoombinis with certain features. So this one, for example, will send all sleepy-eyed Zoombinis right, but anybody that doesn't have sleepy eyes will just carry on forwards regardless. And then the other traps here, we've got this, which is a little whirlpool, which is like instant death. We don't want to get any in there, because they'll get sent back to the treehouse. The other thing we've got to watch out for is this. I think it's the only one of its kind here. This is like a little switch. So every time a Zoombini travels over this, it will switch between either going up or right. So that might depend on... that might make our... change our mind on whether we send Zoombinis on certain routes or not. And the other thing we've got to be careful of, and I fell foul of this so many times when I played this as a kid, you've got to make sure the Zoombinis don't crash into each other, because if they do, I don't think it ends very well. I think their bubbles pop and we don't see any more of them. So we've been warned. So let's think about this logically. We've only got two choices here as to what to do with the Zoombinis, and no matter what we say, the sleepy-eyed ones are going to be the ones that are affected by the first arrows on each route. So if we took this route, for example, sleepy eyes would go this way, they'd go down, they'd go right, they'd go up, they'd go left, and they'd ignore this because they're just going in that direction anyway, and they'd end up in the whirlpool. So I'm guessing all sleepy-eyed ones have got to go this way, where they will go along this way, up, and to the exit. So that was pretty straightforward. Let's just get all the sleepy-eyed Zoombinis on this route to the left. So I said about them crashing into each other, we want to avoid that. Well, we're okay here because the routes aren't going to cross, are they? So we can just load all of the sleepy-eyed Zoombinis onto this left-hand button. And they're making it up there to that top section. So one more here. And Ms. Maswo, who's our final sleepy-eyed Zoombini. I feel like I'm a sleepy-eyed Zoombini today. I think it's just looking at all of these ones. I'm like... Okay. So we've got, what, 5 across now? Another 11 to go. We've got to think a bit more strategically now. So, I don't want to send any Zoombinis on this route anymore because they've not got sleepy eyes. They'll just go straight into the vortex. So, they've all got to go this way. If I was to send somebody up there now, they'd go up here. They'd go up. They'd go right. They'd go down. They'd go left. They'd go up. And then they'd come across this. So we want to make sure that whoever we send first does not have pink shoes on. Because we don't want them to come up here, hit that, go left. We want them to come up here, go straight forward, and go that way. So let's choose anybody that doesn't have pink shoes. So let's say this guy. I think I'm safe in that, aren't I? Because they'll go up and they'll go right. Yeah, perfect. So let's send him. The only other square on here that's going to affect anything is this one. But that's nothing to worry about just yet, I don't think. Let's send him first, because we're not going to come across that. Oh, hang on, whoa! Back it up, Sparky. Nearly hit the wrong one, didn't I? It's this one. Is that right? Hang on. I mean, this is the thing. I always have to check here. So he'll go up. He'll hit that, he'll go right, he'll go down, he'll go left, he'll go up. And as long as he doesn't have pink feet, yeah. That one. Now we just watch and wait. Oh, and then notice how it's triggered this switch to do something different now. So we've got to use this to our advantage, because now that the path has changed, if we were to send another Zoombini on this same path, rather than going up, it's going to go right now. And then it'll end up going here, where we will hope that it doesn't have the little roller wheels, because otherwise it'll go down into the vortex. It'll go across, up, and air. So I'm guessing this has been made so that we can send the pink-shoed ones next. Because if they went the other way, they'd end up getting trapped in the vortex. So let's send a pink shoe one now. And then that's going to switch again. So then we need to choose somebody that's not got pink shoes. And probably got roller wheels. Because then we don't get caught in the trap of having to send a roller wheeled one there. So yeah, let's just send these along. She's going to go up, right, down, left, up, right. Next one's going to be a pink-shoed one. So let's get all these guys together. And then these guys have got pretty much free reign. Nothing is going to stop these from getting back to base at all. This one takes quite a long route, actually. This is where it's important not to rush them all on, because otherwise they'll end up crashing into each other. Let's send her now. So we're sending one with pink shoes now, aren't we? Yeah. And then the coast is clear now. We can send one now that's not got pink shoes. So they'll go up, down, left, up, right. So now we do want a pink-shoed one, but I'm just going to wait for this one to get back to base because this route overlaps the other one. So again, it's a bit of waiting around, isn't it? But we've got all the time. I think once she's past here, we can put another one on. So the pink shoes are going on now. And now it's non-pink shoes, which we can send whenever. Then we've got our last one with pink shoes. These guys are buzzing up here, aren't they? Absolutely buzzing. They're all going to get reunited. They'll have survived till the end. So again, just waiting for him to clear this bit. Yeah, I think it'd be safe to go now. Well, having said that, there's also this chance for a clash here as well, isn't there? Well, let's go. Yeah, pink shoes. And then we can send another one straight away because they go the long way around, don't they? So I think this is actually the trickiest level out of all the ones that we've done so far tonight, because just the different kind of you've got to kind of think ahead, because if we'd have got stuck with a scenario where we'd had like a group of Zoombinis with pink shoes left at the end, we wouldn't be able to do that little trigger that switches the arrows here, would we, each time? We'd end up losing one every other time. So you just got to kind of think ahead, really, and see the traps. And this is on easy mode. It gets trickier. There are 4 levels of difficulty, I believe, in the game. This is level 1, obviously. I think once you've done a route and you've successfully got 16 Zoombinis across without losing any, I think you can then try it in the next level up. It's like they're in tiers. I guess this is tier 1. We'll be able to move to tier 2 next. And in this case, I guess it's better to be in a higher tier. Well, it's trickier in a higher tier. Anyway, enough of tiers. We just got to wait for this poor guy to go over. Now, this guy's got a propeller for feet. I don't know why he can't just fly over of his own accord, but yeah, he's nearly there. Nearly there. Nearly there. There he is.
How fortunate for Zoombinis that you are their guide.
Fantastic. So we can hit the green button and we can head to our final resting place, I guess. Or weird kind of term.
Is it? Could this be the place they've been seeking? A place of hope and prosperity? Zoombini Isle!
The narrator really gets into this. So here you can see we are just around the corner from Zoombiniville, where the population is now 16. And every time you successfully manage to get 16 Zoombinis across for the first time on that difficulty, you get a landmark built in Zoombiniville. So you can see here that this schoolhouse salutes the Zoombinis who did not lag in the lion's lair, solved the secrets of the mirror machine, and flew above Bubble Wonder Abyss when the travelling was not so easy on the 23rd of December 2020. And here they all are, look. Can like pick them up and pop them down. And there are other landmarks as well, because obviously we've done 3 successful runs today. So this clock tower was constructed for the Zoombinis who ambled past allergic cliffs, cruised on by stone-cold caves, and appeased Arno the almost omnivorous, which was the first section that we did. It's got a little boat at the top, I love it. There must be another one somewhere. Yes, this windmill. This windmill was wrought to honour the Zoombinis who calmed Captain Cajun, rode tattooed toads, and knew how to network, which I'm guessing is something to do with Stone Rise. When the travel was not so easy, so there you go. There we go, we got 16 Zoombinis across to Zoombiniville. Success! So next, our job is to return back to the map screen, and you can see here we get a bit of a guide as to who's where and what is where. So we've got 384 back on Zoombini Isle. We need to get another band of 16 across to Zoombiniville. Yeah, so next time, I guess, when we play this, we'll be able to take them back through this section. In probably an increased difficulty, and then we'll be able to take the bottom route. So we haven't actually gone down here yet. There are another 3 levels and 3 different challenges that we've not done yet, but we'll give those a go and hopefully get another band of 16 Zoombinis through the mountains of despair and make that population grow to 32 in Zoombiniville. Of course, as things get difficult, the chances of us getting a full 16 will probably diminish slightly. So who knows what will happen? I guess you'll have to tune in and find out when we return in episode 2 of Tom Plays the Zoombinis. Yeah. That is about it for today, I reckon then. But I've enjoyed this. I'm looking forward to coming back to this game. As I say, I played this quite a lot as a kid, but some of the later levels do get a bit tricky when you've got the hard difficulty on, the tier 4 of difficulty. But hopefully, with my aged brain, we should be able to figure them out, and maybe with a bit of help from you guys in the live chat in the future, that'll be pretty handy. So thank you so much for watching. Perhaps you stumbled across this video as a bit of a nostalgic trip, looking at Zoombini's content on YouTube. Well, make sure you get subscribed to the channel because we'll be doing this again at some point in the future, probably in the next week or so, and kind of strip this across with the rest of the series that I do. If you've enjoyed this episode, please make sure you tap that thumbs up as well, of course. I do a live stream every day at 5:15 with a different game, Monday to Friday, and at various times over the weekend. So tomorrow will be a different game entirely. It's actually going to be Thursday, 24th of December 2020 tomorrow. It's going to be Christmas Eve. Feeling festive? Tomorrow's stream at 5:15 UK time will be on the Super Nintendo, Donkey Kong Country 3, Dixie Kong's Double Trouble. So do join me tomorrow for that, if that is your cup of tea. But until then, thank you ever so much for watching. I'll see you all the next time when I play games. Ta-ra!